Excuse me. Attention. Howdy ho, neighbors. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys? I miss you guys. Did you guys miss Mad Mike? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you guys missed it. Um, First of all, I would like to apologize to Maggie. Maggie, if you're listening, my dear, I'd like to apologize to you. You deserve better than this. So I apologize. You deserve better. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I would like to apologize in advance to the great Maggie T. Miss Maggie T. I apologize. First, let me get out some news real quick. The Atlanta Falcons have signed a fullback for the future. Just want to get this out real quick before we get into the pleasantries. But the Falcons have signed, and excuse me for a second while I whip this out. I'm sorry. I'm just so fucked. Trying to get the. I don't want to be reporting bullshit, so I want to get it right. Okay. No, that's not it. God damn, where is it? Oh, it's another chat. The Falcons are signing free agent fullback squad, fullback Clint Ratkovic to the practice squad. He said he was one of the top fullbacks in the draft before he tore his ACL in a private workout with the Packers. So he lands in Atlanta for the Atlanta Falcons. So he's one of the top fullbacks in the draft. I'm not sure. I'll say this. This isn't something that's going to automatically, send Keith Smith packing. He's still going to have an opportunity to, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, win his job back or compete for his job. So I don't see this being an issue where it's going to, just send him packing. I think it's all competition. So I like it. Also, the legend himself, and quite frankly, I don't know why a lot of people are shocked. He was just speaking about this quite a couple of months ago, where he was talking about, and it went over a lot of people's head. But J.J. Watt has officially retired. He plans to retire at the end of this season. If you guys don't remember, he was talking about having to have his heart shot back into rhythm. This toll of the NFL game, man, is something serious. And I think at this point in time, with all the injuries that J.J. Watt has had over the years, I think this is, the right time and the proper time for him to retire. So congratulations to the great J.J. Watt for a terrific and wonderful career. I'm sorry that you had to waste it in such a shit fest of an organization in the Houston Texans, one of the greatest, if not the greatest Houston Texans of all time. I don't think anybody can deny that. So just want to send all my shout outs to J.J. Watt for that. Yeah, it's time for the fuckery. So Miss Maggie T, like I said, I apologize. But if you guys cannot see this shit, and this is not a comment where I'm solely going at Deshaun, this is the type of comment that we see all the time, especially in the Atlanta Falcons nation. So if you guys are ever on Atlanta Falcons Nation, the Facebook group, check us out. From time to time we do live shows there, and we have great conversations there. Both quote unquote positives and negatives. So you guys will definitely have fun at Atlanta Falcons Nation on Facebook. Check us out. You can also check us out on Instagram, IG, Atlanta Falcons Nation, as well as Mad Mike Sports, doing big things over there. We're starting to put more content over on IG as well. Twitter, check us out, Mad Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation on Twitter as well. But yeah, parental advisory, parental discretion is advised. Just gonna say that. Parental discretion is advised. The reason why I say this is because I said it last night, and last night was just one of those shows where I'm just trying to keep from going off. I'm trying to change, man. Just I know you guys remember The Godfather Part 3, where he said, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. That's how I feel. I feel like Scarface. You want to fuck with the bad guy? Okay. Yeah. Y'all want to fuck with the bad guy. Yeah. Everybody want to fuck with the bad guy. Yeah. We're the bad guys. So you guys say this stupid shit and say, Arthur Smith needs to be fired. Now, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is where I want you guys to stop being emotional. Think about what you type, my friends. Hello, Maggie. How are you, sweetheart? Oh my God, there she is. You guys give Maggie some flowers. Give her some flowers. Think about the shit that you type. And I told you I was going to try to be as nice as I possibly can, but sometimes, I get that little crackhead itch where, you don't realize you're shaking and you're shivering, you're quivering, and your left pinky start doing the crit walk. You know what I'm saying? Your thumbs going to east, west, south, and north. Yeah. Get that crackhead itch. That's how I feel right now. I should have said the shit last night, but, we had a great show and everybody had, we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to express yourselves. So you got to cut quite a few fuck yous and what the fuck are you talking about? And that's stupid as hell for me. So I didn't quite get everything out. Well, this is what it's for. This is what it's for. This is why we have the platforms. So I can express myself as I see fit. I can express myself the way I see fit. And the reason why I want to express myself, my guys, and just let me just be patient with your boy, man, Mike, because I told you I got the crackhead itch right about now. My finger doing the damn crit walk, okay? My finger's doing the crit walk right about now, okay? Yeah, I feel like that right now. So I'm trying to get it out and express. If I don't express myself, shit's seem to get set on fire. Bitches get slapped. Babies get bit. I tend to do some dumb shit when I don't express myself the proper way. Mamas get spanked. smacked, you know. Shit gets violent when I don't express myself. So Mad Mike needs to get the anger out. Do you guys mind if I share my true thoughts about this Arthur Smith thing? Do you guys mind? You know, just do you mind if I share my true and unfiltered thoughts? Do you mind if I I just want to know a couple of people. Do you guys mind? Okay. So, my friends, the reason why I highlighted this comment is because, you know, that's a perfect example. I turn into the Hulk, Big Ant. I really do. If I don't express myself, shit get broken. Shit get fucked up. Bitches get slapped. Okay? Babies get pinched. Like, I do shit like that when I don't express my true feelings. I need to get it out. Okay, I feel a little bit better. So, let me read this comment, and it just helps send me over the edge. You know, I don't blame him. Well, this comment was based on another comment that I thought was fucking retarded as well. Excuse my language. But it was in reference to Grady Jarrett. Fans think Grady Jarrett he wants out of Atlanta. Right? So this is in reference to this. So kind of give you context on, you know, this is what this comment was like. I don't blame him. I believe Arthur Smith is losing control of the team. So, about this comment. This is where I have to say this. And I apologize for the long build up, but you guys will love it. Just trust me on this. I will never lead you astray. No. I will never leave you, you know. I will never leave you guys astray. So just stay with me. So the reason why I say this shit is fucking retarded is because of this particular thing. And this particular thing is, you believe Arthur is losing the fucking team. As I walk by kids in my neighborhood. So you guys, I'm trying to be respectful. So give me a second. I tell you like to walk and talk, you know. It's a stress reliever for me. You know. You can't fuck your woman 24 hours a day, so I walk. But that's a whole nother subject. So I walk and I talk and I rant and I get things off my chest. So the reason why I say this is fucking retarded is because of this. What fucking team? Don't you have to build a fucking team to lose a fucking team? How the fuck are you gonna lose a team and you haven't had the opportunity to build a fucking team? People say the stupidest shit and they have no idea how fucking retarded they look saying this goofball shit. Anybody, any content creator, I'll tell them I said it. Okay, Mad Mike, not Atlanta Falcon Nation crew, tell them I said they are a fucking moron if they believed that Arthur Smith is losing a team. Bitch, don't you gotta have a fucking team to lose it? We ain't even fucking shopping at Aldi's. We ain't even shopping at fucking Walmart. We are shopping in a fucking in a fucking trash bin. Old expired food, spoiled ass cabbage and chicken, baked chicken that's 20 days old. That's the fuck what we eating right now. That's what the fuck we cooking with. And he's supposed to be losing a fucking team that he didn't fucking build. What he built was fucking trash. But Arthur Smith is losing the fucking team. What fucking team? Eddie Goldman quit before his ass even had an opportunity to play. Our best offensive weapon right now is on fucking IR with a torn piece of MCL. We have the NFL record for the most dead cap money hit in NFL fucking history. And you're telling me that Arthur Smith is losing a fucking team? And again, I ask you guys, what the fuck are you going to do with Michael Pruitt? What plays are you going to call for Michael Pruitt? What plays are you going to call for Parker Hesse? What fucking team? What team are you going to build with? How can you lose a team when damn near the Falcons have 28 free agents going into this season, into this offseason? So the Falcons have to designate at least $28 million of the $80 million that we are designated to have in free agency. Of the 80 million, 28 million at least, at the very least, 28. So that's 28 million minus the 80 something million that we have in total. So if anybody can do fucking math, what's that? Less than $50 million already gone right there. That's less than $30 million right there. That's about less than, yeah, that's about 60, what, 52? $52 million. And like I said, that's the very least. If everybody got $1 million, if 28 free agents got $1 million, the Falcons have $52 million left to play with out of the 82. So the $80 million that you think you're going to have, we don't have. I sound cold now. I'm good. I just want to make sure that everybody went to at least a school. Can everybody count? Just hit that like button if you can count. If you can at least count to 5 or 10, hit that like button. We got free agents that we paid $2 million, and excuse these. I'm sorry, but my Instagram, I forgot to turn the Instagram notification. This shit has been, like I said, thank you guys for supporting us on IG also. Instagram is going absolutely insane. Okay? The Instagram is going absolutely insane. We got one post right now. That's over 100. It reached 1 million, 1 million profiles. So it's doing big things over there in IG. So if you guys have not already, check out us on Instagram, Man Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation. Check us out on Instagram. But yeah, it seems like we got quite a few people who can actually count. So we do have smart people. Okay, good. Great. The reason why I say this is, like I said, this is a problem for me. This is the thing that we got to continuously think about. Everybody wants a finished product. Nobody wants to work on it. Do you realize, I want to make a statement right here that's probably not going to sit well with a lot of people, but I want to make a statement. Do you guys realize if the Patriots weren't patient with Bill Belichick, do you think that these guys would be one of the quote-unquote, and I lose that term loosely because of their obvious cheating scandals, but if you don't think these guys, if they weren't patient with Bill Belichick, do you guys think that they would have as many championships or a 20-year run, at least a 15-year run under Bill Belichick? If they would have given up on Bill Belichick like the Cleveland Browns did Bill Belichick, do you think that they will have championships? If the Pittsburgh Steelers would have given up on Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, Terry Bradshaw, Mean Joe Green, and all those guys getting off to a little, a slow start. It was what, 7-9, they won like 8 games. So they weren't a team, before they got started in the 70s. They weren't one of them teams that was constantly blowing things away. They were winning, they had a lot of seasons where they was winning 6 to 7 games. And then things came together. The same thing with the Rams, the greatest show on turf. Does anybody know where Marshall Faulk came from? Marshall Faulk, a lot of those guys, Torrey. Like, what about Peyton Manning? If they would have given up on Tony Dungy and his vision, do you guys think these guys will be world champions, 2-time world champions, world champions? If they would have given up on Peyton Manning and one of the greatest offenses we've ever seen, do you guys realize that they would have never, if they would have just given up on them after 2 years? These guys had a vision. They had to build a foundation to the team and have a clear identity that they wanted to establish. And this is the reason why I say this is one of the most ignorant statements that anybody could say, is because for what we stated earlier. I need everybody to pay attention closely to what I'm about to say. I need people to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. 6 man in the building, what's good? But I need for people to understand this. What you want don't fucking matter. Okay? What you think is good football It doesn't fucking matter. What you think Arthur should be doing, it doesn't fucking matter. What man Mike thinks, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is what you see happening on the field, what you see being executed in the offseason. What do I mean by that? The Falcons made the decision that they were going to be a tough, physical football team. Just because you like Justin Fields has no bearings on what the fuck they're going to do. Just because you love to watch the Chiefs and what Patrick Mahomes is doing has no bearings on what the fuck they want. Just because you want a quarterback that resembles Lamar Jackson, it doesn't fucking matter. Get over it. Get out of your feelings. When you understand what the Falcons are, you can no longer be upset. Am I saying, Falcons fan, you should just accept, bad football? Nah. But you should understand this. And this is what we've been saying all this time. We get labeled being hypocrites. Why? Because we understand this simple idea. Is that, guess what? Rookies are going to be rookies. Rookies are going to forget the playbook. You know? Rookies are going to do rookie things. And every once in a while, guess what? Even the legend is going to throw an interception. Even a Michael Jordan is going to miss a dunk. Even LeBron is going to bounce a damn pass off the roof. Even Steph Curry is going to go 3 for 16 in the game. Even a Jake Matthews is going to get a holding penalty. Even Grady Jarrett is going to get upset because he doesn't like losing. Even a Maggie T gonna smack the shit out of man Mike because he don't fucking listen to shit. Even man Mike is gonna tell Maggie to shut the hell up and let me do this shit. You get the point? Why am I saying all this shit? It's because shit happens. Even Dame DiBiase gonna say, Mike, man, what the fucking point is? Would you just get to the fucking point? Even Big Ant gonna say, Mike, oh, I ain't got time for your shit today. Even Warren is gonna say, Mike, why the hell you always critiquing me? Even Blackberry gonna say, Mike, can I just goddamn talk? Shit fucking happens. You motherfuckers can't cook oatmeal, but somehow Drake London is supposed to be perfect on the fucking field. Oh, he's getting paid $10 million. He shouldn't be making mistakes. And if he makes mistakes, Mike, you shouldn't make an excuse for him. Shit happens. If you expect players in their rookie, first year, second year to be Pro Bowls and All-Stars and be on Hall of Fame status, it's not them that's the problem. You're the fucking problem. Rookies are going to fumble the ball. Linebackers are going to get ran the fuck over. Like Eddie George did the great Ray Lewis ran him smooth the fuck over. Oh, the videos is out there for you to see. Even the greatest, one of the greatest, if not the greatest and most dominant center of all time, couldn't shoot a fucking free throw to save his life. You kind of get the point, people? The problem is we want superstar expectations for people who are never going to be superstars. Troy Anderson is never going to be Ray Lewis. Rashawn Evans is never going to be Ray Lewis. Troy Anderson is never going to be Ray Lewis. And we have these expectations, and then we will say to you guys on these shows, and it's not just us, we have several people. We tell you, hey man, sometimes you just gotta, it's a bad break. You know, Drake is getting better. One thing I like about Drake, even with the mistakes, that kid go to the sideline, he hit it, he put his head down. He pissed off, he's sitting by himself, but guess what? He make those fucking adjustments. He took them fucking sleeves off when he fumbled that ball. Guess what the dude did? Did anybody keep talking about the 7 catches for 96 yards? Out there smoking these DBs? No, you're still talking about the bad shit. And this is the sole reason why motherfuckers, all right, don't fuck with us. Because we always got to make a positive out of a negative. Motherfuckers love to critique and continue to poke on the bullshit and the negatives of this team. No, the Atlanta Falcons passing game isn't very good. And we have a number of reasons why. One of our best wide receivers is Olamide Zaccheaus, who he wasn't even drafted. No disrespect to him, but he's a flawed wide receiver. He has a lot of flaws. Somehow we just expect these guys to be superstars, players, when they don't have the capability to do that to begin with. We want superstar expectations for shit that's never going to happen. Olamide Zaccheaus is never going to be a consistent wide receiver. Parker Hesse is never going to be on any level of a Kyle Pitts. Marcus Mariota is never going to be Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is never going to be Michael Vick. But we expect these guys to be consistent because of what? Because they get paid. And they are professionals. So because they are professionals, we just expect them to be flawless. That's the problem that we have. And then when we invite these so-called content creators to come they punk asses on the show, they run and tuck and hide and don't want to have a discussion. Ask your favorite content creator why they won't accept our invites. Just saying. Everybody got 20 million things to do when we invite them on the show. Ask them why they won't ask Matt Mike to come on their show. Ask them why they won't ask K Styles to come on their show. Because they don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations and they don't want to answer questions. I, my friend, will sit down and have sat down with damn near every Falcons content creator you have seen on Twitter, and on YouTube and on Facebook. They know who we is. They know who we is. So again, this is why we're not liked. Because we force people to have the conversation. People get happy. The biggest fucking problem that we have in this people want to stay putting out bullshit. They want you to just be happy with the bullshit that they spurred out and say, oh, I plead the fifth. It's my right. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say anything positive. It's my channel. It's my opinion. Yeah. Actual content creator, like I said, please subscribe to everybody, support everybody. Please, see for yourself. See how many times they say something positive about a Falcons content, a Falcons player. Damn, Drake is, get this. Everybody can say anything about the star players, the Drake Londons, the Tyler Algiers, the Jake Matthews. You can say good things about them. But can they say anything about a Parker Hesse? Do they know anything about a Parker Hesse and where he come from, where his strengths are? What about Felipe Franks? Can you give me anything positive about Felipe Franks? I dare you guys to touch. I triple fucking dog dare you guys. I know you remember that shit. I triple dog dare you motherfuckers to try your best and ask these people questions. These content creators that got thousands of subscribers and thousands of followers, please ask them fucking questions about the fifth and sixth guy on their beloved team. They can sit up here and critique Arthur Smith all fucking day, but they can't tell you what the fuck and who the fuck and where Matt Hennessy come from. They can't tell you where Matt Hennessy came from. They can't tell you his strengths. They focus on selling you a fucking dream, come on these dumb ass trades that's never gonna fucking happen. They sell you these dream ass trades that's never gonna fucking happen. And they keep harping on the same negative shit that happens every year. Let's talk about how bad the quarterback is, and we need to get another quarterback. At some point in time, we gotta change the fucking subject. At some point in time, we gotta realize there's more than one player on the fucking team. At some point in time, we gotta realize that Ledford, and I always get this dude, the damn alpha. I'm gonna get his name right. Monovich, what the fuck his name is, okay? I always get his name. But he's our outside linebackers coach. He just had surgery on his eyes. Frank Bush. Pull these content creators' cards. Just ask them questions, and you'll see how ignorant they really are. Ain't no fucking sneak dissing. You know who the fuck I'm talking about, and they know who the fuck I'm talking about. It ain't but so many Falcons content creators. Ain't a fucking secret. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Get out of that bitch ass shit talking about some sneak dissing. The fuck out of here. No fucking sneak dissing. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about Big Low. I'm talking about Rise Up, Run Down, the Falcoholic, every last one of them. Ask them why they won't come on our show. Ask them why they won't sit down and have a conversation with us. Because I've sat down with everybody. Can't nobody say they've never had a conversation with Mike. Can't nobody say Mike isn't willing to have you on his show, but they won't have us on our show. Yeah, y'all won't come on our show. We'll come to y'all. We'll come to you. We've been in these spaces on Twitter. I've been in these groups with Facebook. We out here pimping. You ask them why they won't come over here. We here. Had a conversation. You had a flow. Let's pick your blame. See what you know. Come on our show. Friday Night Madness is for the people. We literally just brought a quote unquote Friday Night Madness last night, where everybody came on and spoke their piece. So the floor is open. If you want your favorite content creator to come on and sit with us, all you got to do is ask them. Go ask them. Go ask them. Sit down with us. So like I said, this is not about dissing people. This is about holding our content creators responsible for the fuck shit that they say. This Atlanta Falcons team is a top 5 rushing attack team. They have a top 5 rushing attack, and we're saying let's fire Arthur Smith instead of, man, we need to get more players. We need to get better players. We really have content creators saying, well, he needs to be fired because he's losing the team. What fucking team? How the hell you gonna build a team with $80 million in debt? What are we talking about? And then when you ask these people, what plays should you call for the players that we have? Well, we need to run the damn ball more. We run the ball. You're not going to be successful 99% of the time running the ball. At some point, you're going to have to throw the damn ball. And when we throw it, receivers have to catch it. So why are we talking about he needs to call better plays? What? Somebody tell me right now, what are you going to draw up for Parker Hesse to get a Parker Hesse open for a catch? Somebody tell me. All right, so somebody draw up a play and say, this is the play that I'm going to go with Parker Hesse, and we're going to use this 99%, at least 60% of the time for Parker Hesse. This is the type of play we're going to use with Parker Hesse. These are the conversations I try to have with these people, and we ask again, over and over and over again. I've asked over and over again. I got love for Smitty. But Smitty knows exactly, everybody knows exactly how AFN and Matt Mike feels about them. So again, this ain't no sneak dissing. We will say it to you in your face on the show. Let's sit down like me and have a conversation. Ask your favorite content creator why they haven't been on our shows. Our shows are always open. Ain't no sneak dissing. We represent the fan. We represent the people. We out here at these events. Man, Mike ain't hard to find. AFN ain't hard to find. We out here. As my boy Ty say, we out here. Y'all see the pictures all the time. We ain't hard to find. We ain't hard to talk to. We here. But again, I want to have the conversation. I've invited a lot of these people on the show because we want to have the conversation. We want to ask why Arthur needs to be fired. Why Arthur Smith needs to be fired. And I know I'm going to get a lot of messages for this, but I'm past not giving a fuck, okay? I'm past that. I don't give a fuck. You want to have a conversation? My line is open. Always. I get conversations. I get people hitting me up all the time. I had a conversation with you. I'll shut the hell up. Just say live on the show like William Amy. Can I goddamn talk? Mike, can I fucking talk? I'll shut the hell up. You know, I'm just a little bit hardcore. I talk a little bit too much at times. But like I said, we're willing to have a conversation. And why I've always stated is, if you're going to have an opinion, be intelligent enough to articulate yourself, or at least have the conversation. Don't just say Arthur Smith need to be fired because I don't like that play. And don't acknowledge the fact that we have an offensive line, and in particular a center, and Drew Dahlman, that can't, snap the ball consistently to save his own fucking life. That he get pushed around like a damn rag doll. These are the things that we try to have a conversation about. We want to say what we can't do, but we're not acknowledging the fact that this Falcons team is nowhere near finished. We haven't even started yet. But we want to continue to bash and smash players who are in their first and second year. If Steph Curry would have stayed a Steph Curry his first couple of years, nobody would be talking. Steph Curry was about like averaged like 15 points a game his first couple of years. And then he just came into his own. Yeah, players evolve. Players evolve. Players get better. This is another thing that pisses me off, and a slight detour, but this is another thing that pisses me off about players, in particular our fans. Steph Curry, no, not Steph Curry, but Trae Young right now, he the only player in the league that averages 25 points plus points and 10 assists, but we up here talking about Trae Young. This is the goofy shit I'm talking about. You want to get rid of a guy that's giving you 25 and 10 assists every fucking game because he's not doing, or they're not doing what you want. Who the fuck trades away a superstar? Like, this is the stuff we talking about. You have the only reason why, like I said, this is the stuff we talking about. Come up with these asinine ideas with no context is because you're not getting exactly what you. It's been 1 year the Hawks haven't been living up to their expectations. Even though the entire league in the NBA right now are pretty much hovering around the same records. Y'all want to point out what the Hawks aren't doing. Damn near every team in the East has 15 plus wins and 15 plus losses. But let's trade Trae. Let's fire Nate. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Not even looking at the numbers and looking at the parity around the league. You just want to get rid of them because you're not getting what you expect. And this is the same thing we talk about with Arthur. It's a mentality. Offensive line, Caleb McGarry looking like an absolute stud right now. Chris Lindstrom is a Pro Bowler. Nope. Y'all don't want to give Arthur Smith the credit for what he's done for Caleb McGarry. Completely turned this guy's career around. He was on pace to be an absolute bust. Now, Caleb McGarry could quite possibly see a $100 million contract. Why? Because Arthur Smith helped turn his career around. Nope. I don't hear content creators talking about that. I don't hear content creators talking about Chris Lindstrom as a Pro Bowler. I don't hear content creators saying Drake London is 1-2 with George Pickens and being, one of the best wide receivers in this draft. Yeah. I don't hear him talking about the positives. We so quick to tell him, well, Desmond Ritter, he didn't pass for 4 touchdowns and 300 plus yards. So let's get an extra pick and get CJ Stroud in the draft. Again, selling you a dream for the bullshit. We got unrealistic expectations for shit that we aren't. This Atlanta Hawks team this Atlanta Falcons team, guess what they're not going to be? A team that's going to have 400 yards passing. I don't know why people still think that we're going to have a quarterback that's going to pass for 400 yards when we rush the damn ball 40 times a damn game. I never understand that. Why the fuck do you want Desmond Ritter to have 400, 300 yards rushing, passing when we rush the ball 40 plus times a game? Every single game, that's what we do. So in order for him to have 300 yard game, guess what? Most of those passes have to be for deep shots. We're simply not a passing team. So you, Falcons fans, have to lower your expectations to more realistic expectations. Patrick Mahomes is always going to have the opportunity to pass for 300 yards every single game. Why? Because he's very good at it. That's what they do. They pass the ball 40 times a game. That's their game plan. That's their style. So let's stop with the expectations. Your expectations for this team is wrong. And that's what the issue is. You're looking at other teams and looking at everybody else's finished product and saying, all right, the Falcons need to be doing this. The Falcons have to do this. Prove it, yeah. It's like I said, I've seen some goofy stuff, bro. Look, Harrell, see, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. No, the fuck it doesn't. The negative needs to be talked about. Why? That's what the media does all the time. We see that shit every day. You turn on the fucking news, ain't nothing but negative shit. Where do we hear about the, people giving back to the communities? Do we see that shit on the news? Nah. We got enough negative stuff. Shout out to Word Done. Yeah, Word Done ain't in the damn news. He do this shit for a living. He had a whole foundation based on giving back. Do we see him on the news? Do we see him on ESPN? Do we see him getting awards? No, I don't, anybody on the AFN crew, we don't speak on negatives. We build our team up. We critique each other, say, all right, you need to work on this, need to do this better, we need to do that. But we don't harp on negative things right here. We don't focus on, oh, Mike cut me off again, oh, Black cut me off. Yeah, we don't harp on that shit 24/7 every day of the week. Nah. Every time Drake London drops a ball, we're going to keep bringing it up. We don't need that. Yeah, we know he fumbled the ball. We saw it. The whole world saw it. A million times. Yeah, we knew that Drake, we knew that CP, he's getting older. He doesn't have that bounce in his step. I think we all can see that. But what great coaches do and what great leaders do, they look at what you can do and build on what your strengths are. That's what great coaches do. Name a coach that said, all right, you're not a good three-point shooter. We're just going to sit you on the bench. Great coaches say, well, this guy isn't a great three-point shooter, but damn, boy, he got a great mid-range jump shot. Or damn, this dude, he ain't a good scorer, but his energy is infectious. Let's put him in a position where he can play some good defense and be an energy guy for us. A la a Dennis Rodman. A la a Draymond Green. Anybody remember this? It was a running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. Played for the Saints also. No, he wasn't a great runner at all. You try to, had him run up the middle. Wasn't as effective when he was running up the middle. But you get that motherfucker a wheel route and a toss play, that motherfucker take that bitch to the house. That man is Darren Sproles. Anybody remember Darren Sproles? Yeah, couldn't run up the middle worth for shit. But you give him you give that man a out route, a wheel route, a screen pass, he'll damn near take that bitch to the house. Great coaches expand on what you do well. They don't focus on what you can't do. That's the reason why Tom Brady was a 6th, 7th round pick. Everybody was so focused on what he couldn't do. Bill Belichick and that team, they focus on what he is. He was incredibly intelligent. He was incredibly accurate. And he knew when to get that ball out. That's why Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's why he's had a 20-year career. That's why Matt Ryan is considered to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Because he is incredibly smart, incredibly intelligent. Nobody focuses on what he can't run the damn ball. He's not very mobile. Nobody gives a fuck. A coach does not give a fuck of if a coach cares that you're mobile, he's not going to be a very good coach. I.e. Skip Kelly. Chip Kelly, Skip. That's why Skip Kelly and the one who left in the middle of the night for the Falcons, y'all remember that guy? Yeah. Because they were so focused on having mobile quarterbacks, they didn't realize, well, maybe I should just adjust how I'm doing. Put these guys in a position where they can succeed. They were so focused on what they want, they didn't adjust. The great coaches adjust. Did anybody remember Pete Carroll? Pete Carroll ran a 3-4 and he ran a 4-3. But guess what? He extended his career as a coach by going to college, learning some new schemes from different coaches, and came out with the 4-3 over. The great coaches adjust to what their personnel does. They don't harp on what's negative or what you can't do. For example, Sean Payton. Everybody look at Taysom Hill and say, bro, this dude is garbage. He can't throw it for shit. Sean Payton looked at Taysom Hill and said, well, damn, he can catch the damn ball. Oh, shit, he's pretty fast, too. Oh, he's a little physical. Oh, shit, let me put him in a position where, he can do some gadget shit for us. End up getting a $40 million contract for a gadget guy that can't throw well for shit. That's what great coaching does. They don't focus on what you can't do. Grady Jarrett will never be an Atlanta Falcon and a Hall of Fame player, in my opinion, if we just focus on his stature, being 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. That's undersized in the NFL. Grady Jarrett is actually undersized in the NFL. But guess what? Dan Quinn saw a guy that he could be a 3-tech and he could get after the quarterback because he was focused on what he could do. Put him in position to succeed. So when you go out of your way to say what players can't do, you're only hurting yourself. Great coaches put players in position to succeed. Nobody would have thought that right now, sitting at 819 yards rushing, a 5th-round pick for the Atlanta Falcons, Tyler Algier, will be sitting here with those numbers. Damn near 1,000 yards rushing. Nobody would have thought that. Why? Because he's a 1st-round pick, a 5th-round pick. So again, this is what we talk about, is stop focusing on negatives. Negatives don't build your team up, okay? Negatives don't, I don't know where y'all get that from, but negatives don't build your team up. Focusing on what they can do. I don't understand how, like, somebody explain to me, because maybe I'm not understanding where he's coming from, but somebody explain to me, like, how is a negative going to build your team up? I don't get that. Do you see any progression in Michael Walker's game? Absolutely not. No. I said it earlier, I don't expect Michael Walker to be back. You don't go from being having significant snaps to having your rookie and Troy Anderson having 48 snaps and you have 8. That's a sign. Whether or not he'll be a backup, I'm not sure. Don't know what the Falcons will do with him, but I think there's going to be changes at that linebacker position. And do not be surprised if Rashaan Evans walks, because a lot of teams are looking at his play this year and say, yeah, I can do something with that. But it's really up to Rashaan Evans if he wants to come back, in my opinion. But I don't know how you build from a negative. Now, you can have those uncomfortable conversations like we always say. Well, Mike, you can be a poor communicator at times, but you're great when it comes down to breaking down scheme and understanding football, understanding the quarterback and mindset of coach. Yeah, those are the things. So you don't get better from a negative. You actually get better from a positive and focus on things that you do well. So I never understood why you always got to beat down on players and say, well, he can't catch. I don't want to do nothing with him. They just sit him on the bench because he can't catch. Unknown comment says that's why they need balance. No receiver is going to get the ball enough on his team. And that's essentially what I'm talking about. Our expectations for the average Atlanta Falcons fans is way too high. We're not going to be that team. We're not that team that's going to pass the ball 40 times. So when you see a quarterback with 200 yards, especially in this offense, that's hella good. That's the reason why the Falcons got a quarterback in the 3rd round. They're not going to throw the ball that much. So what's the use of paying a quarterback $50 million when you're not going to get 50? He's not going to get 50 attempts in the game. The Atlanta Falcons quarterbacks in this particular scheme are game managers. That's what they are. They're supposed to manage the game, know the offense, and run the offense. They're not getting paid to throw the ball 50 times a game or 40 times a game. You'll very seldom see any quarterback to the Atlanta Falcons passing the ball for 30 times in a game. So this is what we're talking about. It's not that they suck. It's that your expectations for these guys are way too high. This is no longer the air out Atlanta Falcons team. I said over and over again, we run a lot of those formations and a lot of plays like the Chiefs. But if you want a comparison on what the Atlanta Falcons are, we are the San Francisco 49ers. We run damn near the identical formations that the Kansas City Chiefs run, but in our play calling, we are the San Francisco 49ers. We are that. You're going to see a lot of 3-4 tight ends. You're going to see a lot of bunches. You're going to see a lot of plays being called for our tight ends and running backs out of the backfield. You're going to see a lot of stretch, a lot of drag, crossing routes, slants, screen plays. This is what you're going to see with the Atlanta Falcons. You're not going to see the ball being thrown 50 times in a game. Have games where the quarterback is, like Matt Ryan had with Julio. Julio had 300 and Matt Ryan had 500 yards passing. You're not going to see that, people. I'm here to help your frustrations. It's not going to happen. That's not what we are. We're not that. So again, you keep talking about everybody. Look, you can't block it out. Of course you can. You can block it out by focusing on what you do well and doing more of what you do well. Not that, look, it's not that difficult, bro. You think my mama got through to me? You think my mama got through me, a person like me? By telling me, Mike, you stupid, Mike, you stupid, Mike, you stupid, Mike, you stupid, you so damn hard-headed, you so hard-headed. After, you can't do this, you can't do this right, you can't do this right. No. They're going to gradually build up a wall when they hear shit like that. You're going to gradually build up a wall. That shit is not going to get any better. Everybody keep telling everybody what they can and can't do. Focus on, oh, my defense can't stop the run. Well, if they can't stop the run, then how do you get better from that? Yeah, we can't start the run, but goddamn, we good in this damn pass coverage. We can't stop the run, so let me just give up. See, this is what we talk about. See, this is what we talk about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's complacency because you want to focus on what the fuck we can't do. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something right now. And I'm about to kill you with this. I'm sure everybody's a basketball fan. Well, not everybody a basketball fan, but I'm sure that you guys have seen the Golden State Warriors play. The Golden State Warriors had won 2 championships without Kevin Durant. They were already champions. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers to ever grace that fucking game. The guy can hit shots from half court. He can score inside, outside, work you off the dribble. An amazing scorer. And the Golden State Warriors, they didn't need him. They needed a guy that could play some good defense, that could rebound, defend a guy like LeBron in the championship. Then they say, well, since we don't need another, we the Golden State Warriors, we don't need another damn scorer. Kevin Durant can't play defense. No. You brought Kevin Durant is because it will make you even more of a problem, even more of a threat, because what he could do. Nobody focuses on, well, Kevin Durant is not a good defensive player. You look at Kevin Durant and say, oh shit, that's a walking 30 and 10. Or at least a 35 and 5. At the very least, he gonna give you that. Nobody say, well, he can't defend, I don't need Kevin Durant. You say, oh, hell no. Yeah, shit, bring Kevin Durant, shit. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, oh, hell yeah, give me that any day. You don't focus on what Kevin Durant can't do. And that's how a coach does. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons have Tyler Algier, have an all-pro guard, 2 all-pro offensive linemen, and Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom. Both those guys are made Pro Bowl. And in my opinion, he should at least be considered as an alternate than Caleb McGee. That's just my personal opinion. But no coach said, well, I don't need him. He can't defend like I want him to, so I don't see the benefit in bringing in Kevin Durant. No, not. Look, I can actually talk sports without bringing up LeBron's name, okay? Yeah. I can actually do that. I know people outside of LeBron. I don't know about you, sir, but I do know people. But those are the things that we talk about. Not like this is what we talk about as far as the mindset of a coach. The coach is looking at, well, I already got a good offense, but we good on the perimeter, but sometimes we need a guy that can go in the paint, get us a few buckets down low, and he's going to add an extra dimension to the offense that we already have. Well, that's what Kevin Durant did for Golden State. He added that extra dimension. If they needed to go down low and feed the guy in the post, Kevin Durant could do that. He added another dimension to the offense. And this is how the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith, is trying to put this team together. You have a guy like Tyler Algier, who's the power. And before he got injured, you had a guy like Caleb Huntley, who could, rip off a 40-yard run at any given time, much like Tico Raw, a.k.a. Tevin Coleman, did for the Atlanta Falcons. Now you had a guy in Kyle Pitts before getting hurt. He was a deep threat. He was a physical specimen. And then you had Drake London coming to his own. The Falcons are adding each level of offense. They're adding to what they are already good at. They don't say, all right, we can't pass the ball 40 times. Let's just continue to draft running backs all day. No, you focus on what you already do well, and you expand and try to cover up, make your offense, your rushing offense, as good as possible. Nobody focuses on negative, bro. No coach focuses on negative. Like I said, if you're a coach that focuses on what you can't do, you're not going to be good. Kobe, when he first came in the league, was not the best defender or three-point shooter. Was told coming in there, what did he do? He relentlessly worked on his overall game. Kobe worked on his post moves. He worked on his ball handling. He worked on becoming a better clutch shooter, a defender. Kobe worked on every aspect of his game. He just didn't focus on, well, I'm not a great three-point shooter. No, he didn't care about that. He said, well, I am good at this, so I'll work on these things. Again, this is what great players do. Michael Jordan wasn't a great three-point shooter. Michael Jordan like a career 33 or 34% three-point shooter. He didn't focus on what he couldn't do. Michael Jordan knew what the fuck he did well, and he expanded on that. And again, this is what great players and great coaches do. Nobody focuses on negative. And this is why I've said time and time again, when these content creators always tell you, well, the Falcons aren't passing the ball well, we need to just draft a whole new quarterback. You have that mentality, you'll never have a damn, a franchise that's going to win. A la the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are so desperate for a quarterback. So instead of building a good defense and building a good offense, a running game, and having a quarterback who can just come in, do their job, nope. Every year they got to get the best quarterback. Every year the Jets are trying to go through quarterbacks. Here we go. They're so desperate. They don't want to bring in the right personnel to help develop players. They don't want to develop the offense the proper way. They keep going on through quarterback and quarterback and quarterback and quarterback, trying to find that fool's gold. Or that diamond in the rough, diamond in the rough. Trying to find that diamond in the rough. And all they getting is fool's gold. You have that mentality of what you can't do instead of focusing on what players can do. You can't win games that way. Mike, the scheme only won us 5 games. Y'all gonna learn to watch what you say around me. Y'all gonna learn how to watch what you say around me. This is what I'm about to get you. This is what I'm about to get you. You said the scheme only won us 5 games. Well, let me explain something to you, sir. The Atlanta Falcons are one of the only teams in the NFL, okay? One of the only teams in the NFL that have 10 plus games within one freaking score. The Falcons have 10 plus games this year where they were within one score from either tying the game or winning. Yeah, the Falcons were only one team, and there's only a few teams in the NFL that had 10 plus games within one score. So, with that being said, why would I bring that up? See, this is where comprehension is not everybody's strong suit. You said the scheme only won us 5 games. Do I have to bring up the games where the refs literally fucked us out of stuff, calling bogus ass calls? Do we got to bring that up? Do we want to take that into account? Or we just want to say, all right, yeah, the scheme only won us 5 games. I literally just had a show yesterday when I was speaking on Arthur Smith having meetings with the NFL because they're getting whored out of games, getting fucked out of games because of bullshit ass calls. We got to bring that up. So, or is that excuse? Well, what happened at Tom Brady, that bogus ass roughing the pass on Grady Jarrett? Is that an excuse or is that facts? So excuse me. It was the Vikings. I knew it was another team. Is that an excuse or is that a fact? That was a bogus ass call. We literally just had this game against the Baltimore Ravens where they literally fucked us out of several plays with bogus ass calls. Holding penalties at the wrong time. When we getting into a rhythm, we finally get a key sack and a key stop in a situation and they throw a flag. Is that an excuse or is that a fact? Because our head coach seems to think these are crucial moments during games where referees are literally making the wrong call. And we're talking about textbook calls. So he literally has an argument. In order for a coach to take it to the NFL, he has to have probable cause. It's like going to court. You can't say a motherfucker punched you in the face and you have no marks or you don't have, video documented evidence to say somebody beat your ass. You gotta have marks. You can't say, a woman can't say that a man, sexually abused her or did this without probable cause, probable action. You gotta have proof. I can't say, well, this guy called me this. Well, do you have recorded? Did someone see it? You gotta have witnesses. So in order for Arthur to take this to the league, he has to have probable cause. And these are the things that are absolute facts. They fucked us out of a lot of games this year. So if we're going to use to say, all right, we only won 5 games, well, we could have at least won 8 games this year because refs fucked us out of a lot of calls this year. Didn't call holding penalties. Grabbing AK-47 by the neck. Being choke hold. Man, that man putting him in a fucking Chris Benoit crippler car face on the fucking field and nobody gets called for anything. But you fall at the feet of Tom Brady, it's a whistle being blown. Most fans only care about wins and losses. They only care, look, like I said, they only care about wins and losses when it applies to their logic. And see, this is why I don't like predictions. Everybody know I hate predictions. When everybody asks me questions, I don't like predicting. Because going into this season, I said I was going to be focused on the coaching. How well players are going to respond to the scheme, the growth in the scheme, defensively, offensively. Are we going to be a better pass protecting team? Is Arthur going to get more respect as far as around the league? Are we going to impose our will when it comes down to our style of offense and our style of ball? These are the things that we focus on. So I don't focus on wins. If we do what we have to do and run the damn ball, get key stops on third downs, get interceptions, get more sacks, the wins will come. But if you're doing those things consistently, then the wins are not going to come. I don't give a fuck what scheme you run. If you're not getting consistent, if you're not actually very good at what you do, don't matter what the fucking scheme is. They had damn near every major publication had the Falcons winning 2 games this year with our roster. Somehow y'all think Arthur Smith is underachieving. Let me say that again for the motherfuckers in the back. The Falcons were slated by major networks and major publications and players that actually played the game. People who actually been following the game for quite some time. And they ranked the rosters, and the Falcons were ranked the worst roster in the league. They said they was going to win 2 games. So, did you get it wrong? Did you get it all fucked up? Or did they get it fucked up? Because you're saying that Arthur underachieved. They're saying that the Falcons overachieved by winning 5 games. Somebody got it wrong. Did you get it wrong or did they get it wrong? Because if you want to go by the book, technically the Falcons are overachieved with this current roster. It was ranked the worst roster in the NFL. Let me sing it. Let me sing it for y'all because I don't think you guys understood this. The Falcons were ranked the worst roster in the NFL. Yet they don't have the worst record in the NFL. So, again, I ask you people who seem to think that Arthur Smith is overachieving. Who got it wrong? Did you get it wrong and saying Arthur Smith is underachieving, or did they get it wrong and said Arthur Smith is overachieving? Somebody got it wrong. Somebody got it put good. And part of the credit goes to Arthur Smith for putting players in position to be successful to help this team. Somebody, like I said, somebody explain that to me real quick. If the NFL Network, ESPN, both of those guys, CBS, all the major publications said the Falcons had the worst roster in the NFL. And they had them slated for 2 wins. You're saying, Mr. Hale Rail, answer the question. Stop crying and just answer the question. You're saying the Falcons underachieved because they won 5 games. Well, somebody got it fucked up. Somebody got it wrong. Who got it wrong, Mr. Hale Real? Man, like I said, man, that motherfucker taking 20 years. That motherfucker be typing 10 miles an hour. But you ask him a question, a simple question, you motherfucker take 20 minutes to fucking answer one question. All I did was asked again, answer the questions. Look, I'm gonna just slow it down. You said Arthur is underachieving. You made the assumption, those not your exact words, but you made the assumption that Arthur Smith is underachieving and the Atlanta Falcons are underachieving. The NFL said the Falcons were the worst roster in the entire NFL and had them winning a total of 2 games. Somebody got it wrong. So who's wrong in this, Hell Real? I just it's either it's a simple question, you or them. Look, I didn't ask you to explain. I didn't ask you to explain. I asked a simple question. I don't know why is it so hard to answer a simple question? It's either you got it wrong or they got it wrong. Assuming something grown men don't do. Look, Lord Jesus Christ. You see how this works? When you ask them a simple question, no, Mike didn't make a prediction. Does everybody raise your hand if you know Mad Mike doesn't make predictions? Everybody put a hand in the chat. Put a hand in the chat if you know that Mad Mike don't make predictions. Yeah. You never heard me say the Falcons are going to be such and such. What they're going to do. I don't do predictions, bro. I give you options. Come on, bro. Everybody know Mike. So again, Mr. Hell Real, answer the damn question. It's not that difficult. I will cash app you $1 if you just answer a question. It's either you got it wrong or they got it wrong. How difficult is it to answer a simple question? It's either you or them. I got it wrong. All right, cool. So you're admitting your logic is wrong, yet you continue to talk about. See, this is what I'm talking about. So just be man enough to admit when you're wrong. That's all I ask. And this is what we're talking about. This is exactly why I say what I say when it comes down to our fan base, and not like I said, not and fan base is just everybody, even writers and all these types of people. They are, they in the same boat. So this is not me picking on Real. My problem is everybody want to have expectations on a particular guy when he's yet to have what he was promised. The Falcons promised Arthur Smith that he will have an opportunity to build a team the way that he wants. He hasn't had that. He hasn't had the opportunity to build his team. So why in 2 years with $80 million in dead cap money, an NFL record, why should he be fired when he's won a total of 10 games or no 12 games in 2 years? We got coaches in the NFL that ain't even won 10 games in 3 years. But we want to fire Arthur Smith for winning 12 games in 2 years with $80 million in dead cap hit. You see what the problem is? Nah, look, that man ain't get no damn dollar from me. Y'all crazy as hell. Got him! Got him! Y'all fucking here's his Prince Shimbo punk ass. Yeah, Mike is broke. Shit, you motherfucker, you hurt my feelings. You still ain't getting a dollar. This thing is gonna hurt my feelings by saying I'm broke. Motherfucker, it's my dollar. You ain't getting this shit. Got him. Oh shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. Like I said, Prince Amakamuka, why are you here? I mean, cause every time your little coochie bleed, you end up leaving. Yeah. Every time your little coochie bleed, you start leaving and running. You get emotional. So why are you here again? Everybody, coochie monster here. The coochie monster here. Prince Coochie is in here. Prince Coochie is in here, y'all. Say hey to the Coochie monster. Y'all remember that white lady that used to get on TV? She be like, Coochie. That's Prince right there. Somebody need to be touched right about now. So somebody reach out and touch Prince Coochie's hand. Prince Coochie. Prince, ooh, my coochie. Ooh, my coochie. Everybody get Coochie a round of applause. Or give him 2 fingers in there. Put that peace sign up. Coochie need to be touched real quick. Everybody put 2 fingers in there. That peace sign in there. Prince Coochie need to be touched. So everybody put them peace signs in there. Oh boy. No swamp rats though. They always come around when they need to be touched. I guess they ain't getting it at home, so they need to go elsewhere to get. Oh shit. All right, so Chris Brady, our offense is about balance. We've been pass heavy team for years. It hasn't gotten us anything. We made the Super Bowl with a balanced attack, and that right there is an absolute stud of a comment right there. I love that, Chris. Damn, K-Style. Now that's bad. Who them lips? Who that said they gonna lick them lips? Who that? Who that said they gonna them lips? Who that said they gonna take them lips? Who that? 2 fingers. But no, Chris, that's the issue. I don't think people realize, like, I'm gonna make a statement here, and I'm gonna say this. Let's just say, my thing, I don't even know why I have to say this, because we should know better as Falcons fans. 1998, we was again another top. I forget where we were ranked exactly in '98 with Jamal Anderson, but I know we were a top 5 rushing team. The Denver Broncos also was a top 5 rushing team. Had one of the greatest running backs, Terrell Davis. So they had a nice balanced attack. 2016, we had, a lethal rushing attack with Devontae Freeman and Tico Raw. we started to go away from that, and then we started losing games. When the Falcons start to think that they were passing and they wanted to entertain motherfuckers, that's when we started losing games. Anybody realize that? When the Falcons decided they wanted to entertain, that's when they started running. That's when they started losing. We lost Kyle Shanahan and said, nah, we're going to pass the ball 50 times. That's when the organization went down. Now, I know a lot of people like to focus on the fact that Thomas Dimitroff did this, but we got to put a lot of the blame on Dan Quinn. Defensive coaches know that you got to have a balanced attack. Every defensive coordinator knows that their worst enemy is a offense that has a balanced attack that can get first downs with not only the run, but with the pass. That drives defensive coordinators insane. So when the Atlanta Falcons stopped running the damn ball, we decided we wanted to pass the ball, that's when we started seeing the defense going down. That's when we started seeing the offense. But when we start running the damn ball, that's when we start winning games. The Falcons still beat one of the best teams in the league right now. Does anybody remember that? Yeah, the Falcons beat a couple of teams. In particular, Kyle Shanahan. That's the same defense the Falcons beat. That's pretty much the same thing. Even with a few players out, the San Francisco 49ers had no business losing to that Falcons team, yet we beat them by 2 scores. Why? Because we beat them at their own game. Ran the ball, played solid defense. We beat them at their own game. So, like Chris said, it comes down to we just got to get better players. Simple as that. We can't keep trying to throw tight end screens to Michael Pruitt. Okay? We can't keep thinking that Parker Hesse is going to magically turn into Tony Gonzalez. Okay? You got to get better players. So in order for you to have an expectation for a coach, you got to give him what he wants. Is Sean McVay actually a good coach, or he's a product of a team or an owner that has the best players? Cooper Rush is arguably the best wide receiver in the game. Aaron Donald is arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. Is he a genius, or he's a product of great players around him? You know, granted that, you know, he's on the downside of his career, but, you know, but Matthew Stafford is arguably a Hall of Famer. Because like I said, at the end of the day, look, Dan Quinn going to be a head coach because he's a great dick sucker. Okay, I said it. Dan Quinn is probably the greatest dick sucker of all time. You can skeet all in his face. That's the only reason why he's back in. He does what daddy tells him to do. Because if he was a real man, he would have told Thomas Dimitroff, he would get me my fucking players. And he would have stood up to Kyle Shanahan and told him to run the damn ball when he needed. He's the greatest dick sucker of all time. Dan Quinn is the greatest dick sucker of all time. He does what daddy tells him to do. I said it. Those types of players, those types of coaches don't last long in the NFL. He don't stand up for shit. He on that Carmen Hayes. He'll bend backwards. Look, look. That man put both legs behind his damn head. He on that Carmen Hayes. I said it. And in this instance, K-Style said it, and that's Carmen Hayes. Yeah, Dan Quinn will bend backwards. He'll get flexible for opportunity. Everybody think Dan Quinn is a good coach. Dan Quinn ain't no good coach. He's another one of them coaches that they benefit from players that are around them. When the Falcons, big-time players, Keanu Neal, Desmond Trufant, we let Adrian Claiborne walk. Everybody noticed how our play started to decline. That he couldn't bring back any more players. Dan Quinn was never a great player developer. He benefits from talent. That's why he fits perfectly in Dallas. Because Dallas gonna try to buy everything, and they're gonna try to get the most explosive athlete on both sides of the ball. That's what they do. They give up their whole future for a guy that is explosive. It's the top athlete. That's why he fits well in Dallas. Dan Quinn is not a good coach. He's never been a good coach. He benefits from great talent. When he doesn't have the talent, you see how like, and quite frankly, you saw it this past game. Belichick benefited from the foundation Carroll built. Yeah, like I said, man. The thing, like I said, with Bill Belichick, my thing with Bill Belichick, he can still develop players, but he does benefit. He did, in fact, benefit from that foundation of players that Pete Carroll built. And this is why I always say, in my opinion, I think Pete Carroll is a better coach than Bill Belichick. He's the one who argued he built that Patriots team that Bill Belichick ended up taking over. Oh, y'all forgot about that then. Yeah, they don't like to bring that up. Yeah, his old players don't like to bring up Pete Carroll, the one who built that. Pete Carroll built the Seattle team too. Yeah, people don't like to give Pete Carroll his credit, but he's the one who helped build that. But like I said before, man, we're gonna go in later on tonight. But like I said, I like to do at least 2 shows for each channel. Today I did Atlanta Falcons Nation. You guys have to go on 6-Man K-Styles tonight for the 6-man combo. We're going to extend on not only this topic, but some topics that we found interesting last night. Maybe, do a little bit of something on that Justin Fields topic as well. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that. But like I said before, man, we want the smoke. Tell your favorite content creator to hop on with us. Tell your favorite content creator, don't be scared. We just want to ask a few questions. That's all. We're not here to be rude. We're not here to be mean. We just want to ask you questions. That's it. We just want to be 5-0 for a chance. I just want to know what it feels like to be the FBI. That's all. I just want to ask you a few questions. So, like I said before, just holler at us. Just holler at us. Yeah, and like I said before, we've inboxed these guys, we DM these guys, we've asked their own fans. So if you guys really want to see whomever, tell them, Mad Mike, 6-Man K-Styles, Miss Maggie, we would love to have a conversation with y'all. We won't be rude. We will sit back and let you talk. All we ask is just have a conversation. I just want to hear what you got to say. I just want to ask a few questions. That's it. That's it. Now, like I said, I know it's nearly been 2 hours. Like I said, man, you only gonna get this here. You only gonna get this here. Man Mike Sports, 6-Man K-Styles, Atlanta Falcons Nation, the Unholy Alliance. Yeah, you only gonna get this here, where we sit down and actually have a conversation with the people. We are the people. We are the Atlanta Falcons fans. But like I said, we just here to ask questions. We just want to ask you a few questions. Don't be scared. If you ain't robbed the hotel, what you scared for? If you ain't beat up your girlfriend, what you scared for? If you a true Falcons fan, what you scared of? If you the smartest Falcons fan, if you feel like you represent the people, what you scared of? Holler at a player. I just got a few questions. OG told me once before, I'm about that action, boss. I'm about that action. A real OG, a real gangster, a real thug nigga, a real mob boss. They about that action. Don't just talk it. Prove it. Prove it to me that you represent the people. Prove to me that you care about the people. Prove to me that you can sit down and have a logical conversation and you're a nice guy. Prove to me that you're a nice guy. That you can actually have a sit down and sit down with people that you don't personally like, but you're doing it for the people. Prove to me that you are who you say you are. Or you just running your big fucking mouth because you trying to pretend as if you are bigger than who you are. Prove to Man Mike, prove to the Atlanta Falcons Nation, prove to the Atlanta Falcons fans that you are that damn smart. Prove it to us. Sit down and have a conversation with us. Sit down and have a conversation with the people that support your channel. Sit down and have a conversation with people that you don't care about and you don't care about personally, but you doing it for the people. Prove it. Don't just talk. Because like I said, we about that action, boss. Holla at a player. That's all I got to say about that. Your boy Man Mike is out of here, man. Peace.